Hey there, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. A little bit delayed in this next recipe because some things have been going on. We are cooking today banana and raspberry bread. So I've been looking forward to this one, so here's what we need. Gather all this up. You want your oven on 160 fan forced or 180 normal. Grab yourself a loaf type pan, grease and line it, get your electric mixer, and let's get ready to go. Okay, so into our mixer we are adding 3/4 of a cup of caster sugar, 125 grams of butter at room temperature. I'm just going to chop that up before I put that in. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now, I don't know if I've got enough in here, so that's why I've got 2 bottles ready. I do have enough here. Okay, so let me just chop this butter up, because if you chop it up, it's going to mix in quicker. You don't need the butter really small, but you don't want it really big, because if you make it smaller, it's going to cut up a lot quicker, obviously. So just chop that up there. So with the bananas, you use ripe ones. That's small enough. You want ripe ones. I put mine when they're really ripe in the freezer, and then that's why I like doing things like banana breads and things like that, because getting them out of the freezer. I do try and eat bananas every other day if I can, because at least it's healthy. Alright, it's in. Let's get mixing. When it's pale and creamy, add your eggs one at a time. I crack them into a cup. While that's going on, get your 3/4 cup self-raising flour and sift it. And your 3/4 cup of plain flour and sift that through as well. And finally, 1/2 teaspoon of bicarb soda. Perfect. Just use the back of the spoon to push it through the sieve. Excellent. My bananas are still a bit frozen, but they'll thaw out while they're cooking. So if you've got them in the freezer, try and get them out a bit earlier. Pop them on a plate and get a fork and just mash them. And same with the raspberries, I got them out earlier as well. They're still a bit frozen. Don't mash them though. I'm going to put the banana in so it will mix in. Put my fork back. Beautiful. Just got to make sure all that butter's mixed in, because I can still see it on the feeders. Not good. With the raspberries, I'm just giving them a minute on the lowest temperature I can in the microwave, because I want to just try and get them to separate. And I'm not going to actually fold them in. I'm going to try and put them in as I put the mixture into the loaf pan. Put the mixer onto the lowest speed and just start folding the flour mixture in. This will make sure all the butter gets mixed through this way. sometimes with this mixer it doesn't quite reach the bottom of the bowl, so I need more in it to mix it better, if that makes any sense at all. And I'm too lazy to use it by hand because I'm trying to do other things, so it does this job. That's better. Now I can see no butter in big clumps. Okay, grab a spatula to do the rest of the stirring. Favourite pink spatula. And we're just going to move this onto this side of the counter. Okay. We've got a combination of mixer. I don't want to. Never mind. That's the one that I wanted. Okay. We need all this mix off and into the bowl. Just give it a stir, make sure there's no flour spots in there, no big clumps of butter. Small clumps of butter will melt within it. There's a few small clumps of butter still. They're going to melt while it's cooking, obviously. Okay. Into our pan we go. Beautiful. Look at that, nice and mixed in. Alrighty. Now this is going to take 50 to 60 minutes to cook. So we'll see how we go with that theory. Grab a spoon. We're going to put the raspberries on top. It says to fold them in, but I'm thinking if I just sprinkle them on the top, they're going to fold themselves in. There we go. Some of these raspberries are still frozen anyway. So you can do it either way. I just know that if you put them in and use the mixer, they will bleed, and then you're not going to have a banana coloured bread. You're going to have a red bread because they're frozen. There's still a nice big clump in here. Anyway, the theory is everything's going to melt into it. So in it goes. I'm going to put it on for 50 minutes. We'll see what it looks like. Check back in with you then. Boy. So after the 50 minutes I checked it and it was still a bit wet around here. So I gave it an extra 5. And if you prod it with a stick, it's seemingly okay. If there's any moisture, it's possibly the banana or from the raspberries. Okay, that's it for today. Enjoy, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.